Hello, hola, welcome to the Daisy Show. Eso es yo, Daisy. Aquí estoy afuera. I'm here outside with Sebas, jugando con un palo. He's playing with a stick. So I'm trying to see if it looks better because I'm in, like, the sun is right in my face. But I like to feel warm. That's why I'm in the sun. Me gusta sentirme así calientita, pero estoy en el sol. Sebas trae un tubo. Okay, so I want to talk about digestion because this topic has been on my mind. I made a post today that reminded me to write, like, I got the inspiration to write it while I was eating a taco de frijoles, bean taco yesterday. And then another person asked me about because I was telling her about what I do and how I help people, and improving their digestion is one of the things that I help women do, because that's like my main thing. That's why I started doing what I do, because of my past bad digestion, and because I believe digestion has to do with how you live, like you living in alignment, living in harmony with yourself. And it's not about just detoxing with food, because a lot of people think that that's the answer. I just need to eat perfect. That was me. I just need to, detox, and then you watch a lot of YouTube videos on, what foods to eat, detoxes and all that stuff, and you think that's the answer, and then you think you're not disciplined enough. Stories, right? And I love food, like the healthy food and not healthy food sometimes. So I want to talk about what's really the issue and what truly works long term to have good digestion, to have everyday bowel movement so you can poop every day and you don't feel bloated, and just feeling good, feeling light. So stay tuned, ask me questions. I'm going to be sharing this video on my personal page, and you can share it as well. That would be awesome, because I know a lot of women struggle with this. Sebas, mi amor. Then I'm going to try and download it to YouTube too, so you're watching on YouTube. Once I download it, you can ask me questions, put your comments, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do it like Dora style, English and Spanish. and I kind of look like, my hair looks like Dora. Like Dora's. Just, qué cosas digo. Pero sí, les digo de la digestión. Sebastián, con sus palos. Que voy a platicarles sobre la digestión, porque solamente enfocándote en hacer limpias y eso de los detox no es lo que realmente te sana tu digestión a largo plazo, y que sí es lo que te va a ayudar, porque muchas piensan, yo también pensaba esto antes, que solo tienes que así comer súper bien, súper saludable todo el tiempo, y sientes que solamente tienes un estómago muy sensible, que no tienes mala digestión así por genéticamente, o no sé, qué piensas que ese es así eres, piensas, pero no, así naturalmente nuestro cuerpo funciona como debe de funcionar. Pues no es de que somos defectuosas o lo que sea, solamente tiene que ver con los que les voy a platicar ahorita, que es realmente lo que es el problema, y cómo poder tener digestión, mejorar tu digestión y hacer del baño así todos los días, y no inflamarte con todo lo que comes. Ok, so puedes hacerme preguntas. Voy a estar compartiendo este video en mi página. Es que no veo, por eso no veo muy bien. So no sé si me manché de este. Voy a compartir este video en mi página de Facebook personal, en YouTube. Voy a ver si lo puedo bajar, lo puedo subir, bajar, subir. Lo voy a bajar y después lo voy a subir a YouTube. So, puedes hacer tus comentarios, puedes poner tus comentarios, preguntas. Ok. Sebastián anda jugando ya, a ver si lo pueden ver. Ay, es que yo le digo que yo no veo muy bien. Ahí anda Sebastián. Okay. So, okay. Let's get started. Okay, so Sebastián. So the number one thing, okay, so hold on just a second. So say hi, digan hola. I can't see who's watching. Let's see. A ver si vas. Okay, so the first thing is, okay, so I teach, my approach is mind, body, spirit, right? So, you know, the way that you think affects your vibration. So that's why I teach a lot of, you know, laws of the universe, law of attraction, spirituality, because everything has to do with everything. And really understanding the basics, really understanding, you know, universal principles are going to help you understand everything. But everything is connected to everything. So your digestion is connected to your thoughts, to how you feel, more than anything, you know, more than what you eat. That's why just detoxing is not really going to, you know, help you improve your digestion long term, because if you keep thinking the same things, if your vibration is still, you know, the same, you're still going to keep struggling with the same thing over and over again. So you want to focus on your mindset. So more specifically on your mindset is, you know, releasing all those thoughts that don't make you feel good, because when the thoughts that you're thinking do not make you feel good, you know, there's, you know, you get, you know, negative emotions, you know, feeling sad, feeling angry, feeling stressed, feeling anxious. All those negative feelings block your digestion. You know, block energy, and you feel blocked. You actually feel like, you know, you can't poop, and like your stomach is all, you know, bloated because there's blocked energy. And that happens because you're not in harmony with your true self. With, you know, your true self is not your personality, it's not your ego. You know, you have an ego, you have a personality as a human, but who you truly are is a divine being. You know, you're an extension of God, source, however you want to call it. You're a soul. You're a soul. So when you're in harmony with your soul, with your true self, divine self, however you want to call it, higher self, inner being, you feel good, because that's your natural state of being. So, you know, the better you feel emotionally, the better you're able to digest food, because digestion works only when you're feeling good. So that's why you can be eating the most nutritious foods, but if you hate that food, you feel bad about that food, you're not enjoying that food, it still acts as poison. It's not, you're still not digesting it, if I can say that right. So again, you know, I have to understand vibration, how you feel is more important than the actual food. And okay, so, you know, it's your beliefs, right? So your beliefs, you have to work on your mindset around, you know, beliefs around food. So, you know, we're taught so many things about food. You know, this food is bad, this food makes you fat. And you have to let go of all of those beliefs, because if you're eating something that you believe is wrong, like unhealthy, or it's going to make you fat, it's going to cause you a digestion issue, your expectation, your belief causes you to have a certain outcome. You have to realize that you're very powerful as a divine being, as a spiritual being, as a creator. You're creating your reality by the way you're thinking, the way you're vibrating. So whatever you expect, it's what you get. So you have to, you know, be aware of that. And for me, it's like I used to say, I used to tell that story. I have bad digestion. You know, I can't eat that. That is not healthy. So, you know, I was judging food a lot. And that wasn't healthy. So being healthy, it doesn't mean you have to eat perfectly, you know, nutritious food. It's about being in harmony with your true self. That's the number one thing. And then while you being in harmony with your true self, you naturally are going to be able to listen to your intuition and be guided from within on the actions that you need to take, the inspired action. So what foods do you feel like eating? What feels good? And that's what you benefit. You benefit from the food you eat based on, you taking the inspired action, listening to your intuition on what to do. But it's not, I should be eating that because, I read in a book that's, very nutritious food, that it's supposed to do this, but that's not the answer. Because that used to be me. Like I used to, I tried so many diets and stuff, and until, I learned this, I remember this. So that's what I teach because, I did all the experimenting, the exploring for you, so you don't have to do all of that. But as in my human design, I'm the explorer. I that's how I learn, by exploring, by actually me living, experiencing, and then learning the lesson, and then sharing, teaching about it. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. Díganme si tienen preguntas, o vamos a decirlo en español. I feel like the sun. So les digo que la digestión tiene que ver más con cómo te sientes emocionalmente, que nada, tu vibración. So, tu vibración es basado en lo que piensas y cómo te sientes. So, tienes un pensamiento y ese pensamiento hace que te sientas de alguna forma. Y eso es lo que hace que vibres de alguna forma. Cuando estás vibrando alto, que son así todas las que te sientes muy bien, emociones positivas, alegría, felicidad, emoción, pasión, todas esas amor, todas esas son emociones positivas, alta vibración, que es naturalmente como nos debemos sentir. Y es lo que hace que tu digestión funcione cuando te sientes bien de esa forma, por lo menos 70% del tiempo, porque como humanos es imposible que nos sintamos bien así 100% del tiempo, porque si no, no habría espacio para expandir, para crecer. So, es entender que es normal sentirse mal a veces, pero el chiste, lo que hace que no te afecte tanto es entender qué quieren decir esas emociones negativas y no quedarte estancada ahí sintiéndote así por mucho tiempo. Saber cómo así puedes cambiar tu vibración. Sí, entender que eso es lo número uno que afecta tu digestión, eso, tu vibración, cómo piensas. So, trabajar en tu mentalidad. Es que siento como picación, así como que necesito agua. No es de que esté mala, sino que necesito agua. Y es que así pues me siento rara porque no puedo ver muy bien ahora, cambiándome de lugar, porque les digo, el sol está como muy en mi cara. A ver, vamos a ver si pongo aquí. A ver si puedo. Siento que algo me tape. A ver, pues así es más o menos. Creo que ya está un poquito mejor, pero es que se veía más bonito. Allá por allá para que vean Sebastián. ¿Qué está haciendo? Oh, sí, tu vibración, tu mentalidad. Te ayudo en eso. Que tus pensamientos estén en armonía con tu ser interior, tu ser divino, que es lo que es quien eres realmente, porque tienes un ego, tienes una personalidad, pero eso no es lo que eres realmente. Es como humano, tenemos personalidad, tenemos ego, pero el chiste, el cómo sentirte bien es estando en armonía con tu ser interior, con tu alma. Así es como te sientes bien mayormente. Por eso les enseño de espiritualidad, porque entender que eres un espíritu viviendo una experiencia humana y no un humano que se muere algún día y ya es todo. No. Cuando estás consciente de esto, y estás consciente de cómo funciona el universo, la ley de atracción, así pues principios del universo, sabes así pues lo básico y entiendes qué quieren decir las emociones negativas, entiendes por qué te sientes de alguna forma, sabes cómo estás atrayendo tu realidad, basado en tu vibración, que así les digo, si te sientes bien, es vibración alta y estás atrayendo lo que quieres y tienes buena digestión. Y cuando te sientes mal, las ¿cómo dice? Emociones negativas. Ay, necesito agua, déjenme ir por agua. Sebastián, voy a ir por agua, ¿ok? Es que sí, cuando hablo mucho, me da sed. Siento como una, ¿cómo se dice? Algo que me rasca ahí. Es que a lo mejor estoy tratando de hablar mucho y debo de calmarme en hablar. Es que si usted me deja apagar la luz. Vete, amor, vamos afuera otra vez. Sebastián. ¡Ay! Ya tumbó la de esto. Está bien, mi amor, está bien. Ahorita la recojo. Es que se le cayó la puerta de esa cosa de las moscas, que protege las moscas. This thing. Fell, ok. No hay moscas, no tengo que poner protector. Mosca. Ok, let's continue. Vamos a continuar. Ok. Muchos ya saben que el estrés y la ansiedad, pues todas las emociones negativas afectan tu digestión. Digo, ya hay más conciencia de eso. Pero no saben cómo hacerle para sentirse mejor. Es que sepa que traigo. Es que a lo mejor estoy pensando mucho. Ok, el conectarte, así pues, les enseño mucho en conectarse con tu ser interior, que quién es realmente, así pues, y en el respirar te conecta, pues, porque a veces no sabemos, así pues estamos como que no nos damos cuenta ni de que estamos respirando. Cuando paras y respiras, te enfocas en tu respiración, te conectas otra vez. Puedes hacer esto cada que te sientas como que desconectada, que como que sí que sientes desconectada, que te sientes como que tienes ansiedad o estrés o cualquier así pues mala que está tu vibración baja. Pues a mí me ayuda a cerrar los ojos, pero nomás respira. Y tres respiraciones y te ayuda como que a volver a casa, a volver a centrarte. Pero sí, es que me emociono mucho hablando de la digestión, que quiero decirles mucho a la vez, pero me recuerdo que hay que dejar que el alma hable y no la mente. ¿Ok? Entonces sí, les estaba diciendo de la digestión, de la vibración. Eso es en corto la vibración. Pues ya es quien aprender más, si no entienden, pues ya me preguntan. Pero creo que ya la mayoría de personas que me siguen ya entienden qué es vibración, porque pues siempre escuchan buena vibra, mala vibra. Y es eso, pues, la vibración. Uno es responsable de la vibra que atrae. Eso es algo que es muy importante, saber que uno atrae todo a sí mismo. Sí, le estoy diciendo que eso es lo más importante, el número uno. Cuando entiendes quién eres como ser espiritual, que eres un alma, y escoges vivir de tu ser interior, entiendes cómo funciona el universo, la ley de atracción, cómo estás creando tu realidad, qué quieren decir tus emociones. Todo eso es lo que te ayuda a poder vivir de otra forma y vivir con más calma, vivir con más paz y no sentir que tienes que vivir de tus creencias que te han enseñado tus padres, la sociedad, los demás, pues en general. Es vivir en armonía contigo misma. Escoger vivir de esa forma aunque los demás no lo entiendan. Y no vivir a prisas, porque cuando vives a prisas te desconecta. Mucha gente así, pues veo que así aquí en Estados Unidos y pues en México también. Porque pues de esos dos son los países que conozco más, porque he vivido en los dos. Digo, aquí en Estados Unidos así pues veo la gente que siempre anda deprisa. Y yo no quise vivir de esa forma. Antes vivía así todo el tiempo en la carrera. Y pues mi digestión siempre estaba peor y peor. Hasta que dije que ya no, que ya no quería vivir así. Y es lo que me tomó ir a aquí, así pues cambiar mi estilo de vida, hacer lo que hago, compartir lo que hago, pues todas estas cosas, porque siento que muchas personas están batallando con lo mismo que yo batallé. Y compartiendo esto les puedo ayudar. Entonces sí, les digo, es como parar y escoger reconectarte otra vez. Saber quién eres, que eres una ser valiosa, pues lo espiritual. Por eso les digo, les enseño mente, cuerpo y espíritu, porque todo tiene que ver con todo. Pero siento que es lo número uno que a mí me cambió, porque yo aprendí sobre meditación, sobre el yoga, sobre nutrición, antes de que aprendiera, que me recordara pues sobre la ley de atracción, sobre quién soy realmente como ser. Hi Tatiana. I'm going to be talking in English in a bit. Just let me finish in Spanish for a bit. And then I'll continue English. So sí les digo que sí, que hasta que pues les digo, ya después así pues entendí eso y eso fue lo que cambió, pues cómo es que estoy creando mi realidad y todo eso me ayudó a entender qué realmente era lo que estaba afectando. Hi Tatiana. Qué es lo que realmente estaba afectando mi digestión, qué eran mis emociones, mi sensibilidad a las emociones negativas. Y cuando escogí vivir de esta forma que vivo hoy, consciente, en vibración alta mayormente, haciéndome responsable de todo lo que me pasa, no culpando a los demás y trabajando en mí misma cada día, siguiendo a mi alma, todo esto es lo que me ayuda a poder sanar. Así pues, más y más y más, porque como humanos nunca vamos a acabar, pues no hay fin. Pero mi conciencia ya es mucho más mejor y entiendo mucho más las cosas y me siento así pues mayormente bien. Y es lo que me ayuda a hacerte el baño bien todos los días, a no inflamarme, a disfrutar más de mi vida. Es eso, pues en entender eso, a quién soy realmente como ser espiritual, alma, y seguir a mi intuición así como prioridad. Así, sí, ahorita continúo en español otra vez. Déjeme hablar en inglés otra vez. So yeah, I was talking about how I first learned about yoga and meditation and nutrition, but what made the difference, like the most difference, is understanding who I am at a deep level, as a divine being, as an extension of God, because I grew up believing other stuff, Catholic. My family is Catholic, and they're just Catholic because they were raised Catholic, not because they chose to be Catholic. So I discover that I'm naturally very spiritual. Like, we're all spiritual. Everything's spiritually based because we're spirits. There's nothing that is not spiritual in nature. So I like to teach spirituality, but again, like, everything has to do with spirituality. But the mindset, what you think affects your body. So I'm talking about digestion, right? Because everything has to do with everything. How you feel, how you think, and what you manifest, your reality. So, the thing that's going to make the biggest difference is you understanding who you are first as a divine being, as a powerful being, how you create your reality, how you're responsible for everything. That's what going to be the number one thing. So knowing your worth, not basing your worth on the things that you do or, your productivity, how much money you have in the bank, how much things you have, your accomplishments, all that stuff, knowing that your worth is untouchable. It's never in question. Knowing your worth, knowing how powerful you are, knowing that, it's not about looking for validation from others, because you don't need validation. The thing that you want always, that needs to be a priority always, is to be in harmony with your true self, your divine self. And you're in harmony with your true self with the way you feel. And when you live this way, when you choose to live this way, it's when your health is good. Because if you're living this way, at least 70% of the time, you're not going to have any health issue. But if you're living, the other out of alignment for the most of the time, then it's like almost always, the case that people have health issues. And digestion is one of the most common ones, because we all eat. And, it's the number one thing that affects your health. And that's, digestion. If you want to be healthy, you can't have a bad digestion, because every disease, which is not being at ease, starts in the gut, with your digestion. So that's why it's so important. And that's why the way that I teach it, the way that I help you improve it, it's not by just giving you some detox and telling you eat celery, eat ginger, lime, apple cider vinegar, all those things that, I do eat them. But it's not that when I started to eat them, have them, that my digestion improved, because, just the nutrition alone didn't give me the lightness that I have now. I still because when I started, like I told you, I started with nutrition. I would go to the bathroom more, but I still felt like there was some blockage there. I felt like there still was more that I needed to let go. So I know for a fact that it's not about the things that you eat, because I've experimented, like I told you. There's times that I eat not so healthy and I feel very good, and there have been times that I've eaten really healthy and I haven't felt very good. And the factor was my emotions, my vibration. So that's what I am telling you. Your vibration is number one. The number one thing. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Díganme si tienen preguntas. So I don't know what else can I tell you. So that's like in summary. So when you work with me, we work on your mindsets again, releasing all those thoughts. And I'm gonna talk about. I know what I'm talking about, because if you're in this world, personal development, coaching, you hear a lot about clearings, a lot about. I like the word releasing more than clearing. And I see a lot of people, that try to focus a lot in making you think of all the negative stuff that you think. But I like Abraham Hicks' way of, releasing and focusing. Like your focus is your focus, because when you choose to tell the old story over and over again, and focusing on the stuff that has been hurting you and all that stuff, it just keeps them active more. And that's the hard way of going about it, because I did also when I first started, I did do you could say a clearing. I don't know what it was, how else what I would call it, but something to help me to release resentment that I had towards my dad, that I wasn't aware I had, and that was a big thing with my digestion. Having negative emotions trapped in your body, so resentments, anger, stuff that you're still holding on to, that affects your digestion for sure. So like how I healed that, which I feel that didn't really go away, because it helped me see things from a different perspective, but it's not the way that I would do it. That's the way that the person that helped me did it. Sebastian, come on. But it's not the best way that I think that I would recommend. So the way that he helped me was to go back in the past, a memory, and help me, feel the feelings that I felt, the negative feelings and also the positive feelings. So, he focused on duality. So he says that, when you feel negative, you also there's something positive that you feel. So so that's the thing that we did. And then the powerful thing that he does, is helping you see gratitude versus the resentment, helping you see that what happened helped you be who you are today. So, in my case, it helped me to, be more aware, wanting to, be more health conscious, care about health, to, not be the way that he was being, but I don't like to word that way, but, be a better person, and teach, and, it helped me to, like, I didn't, because, when people, have traumas and all this stuff, a lot of people tend to, use alcohol and drugs and all this stuff. And I did it, for me, it was like I discovered, things that helped me, like dancing and just expressing myself more. So for me, like, it helped me. And so, those things, make you, if you listen to your, your true self, because even though I didn't know back then, like what everything meant, I wasn't that far away, because we all want to feel good, naturally. Like that's we always want to be in harmony. I feel like I'm red because of the sun. Like I look like I'm blushed. So it's like I wasn't that far away because of that. But like going back for some people can be really painful, and they can't take it. So like what I do is it's a little bit differently than just going back to your past and healing stories. It's just helping you understand from where you are what everything means, and then you can just see that you can change your past by changing your vibration in the present, not by going back and reliving what you've lived. If that makes sense. So yeah. So it's like just helping you be in alignment with who you are, in short, who you truly are. But yeah, knowing that, the suffering, the pain, all that stuff, that was just, from you living, from out of alignment in this and seeing it from different perspective, because it's all about perspective, how you see things. And when you see things differently, you can see the same situation, the same circumstance, in a totally different way, just by seeing it from the perspective of your inner being, your spirits, your soul, and not your ego. Your ego is always going to look at things from the victim perspective, and your spirit, your soul is gonna look at it from the positive perspective. So that's a different, learning to live from the perspective of your spirit, your true self, and not your ego. Okay, that's what makes the biggest difference. That is what makes you feel good most of the time. And once you understand this, when you feel negative, when you don't feel good, which is, understand that that's part of like being a human. When you understand this, you can shift very quickly and not stay stuck in feeling bad. Because, the worse that you feel, the worse, the longer you stay feeling that way, it's when the health issues start, or just they worsen if you haven't done any inner work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And when you work with me, which I'm offering the High Priestess 6-week program. We go deeper on this because it's helping you have a deeper understanding on on yourself, who you are, and living the way that I describe. Because it's all about that. Once you understand this, like, your life is like, it's so much more beautiful. It makes so much more sense. So sí, les digo que cuando viven de esta forma, pues, les digo, estaba diciendo de cómo las emociones, así pues como emociones atrapadas, pues de que tienes resentimientos, enojos con tus padres, con alguno de tus padres, o con personas, no sé, esposos o novios o lo que sea. Todas esas cosas, esas emociones se te quedan atrapadas pues en tu cuerpo. Y hace que afecte tu digestión. Pues es, como les digo, digestión es como cuando no puedes hacer el baño, por ejemplo, es como energía bloqueada, que pues ahí, así pues literalmente tienes algo bloqueado ahí, pues tú de esta que no puedes echar la barbera. Pero cuando les digo, cuando se mueve esa energía otra vez, que es cuando te sientes mejor racionalmente, emocionalmente, puedes hacer del baño bien, pues, sin tener que batallar tanto. Pero es como dejando todas esas emociones atrapadas, estando consciente de ellas, pero no, así pues, si no entiendes qué quieren decir esas emociones, es más difícil, pues. Les estaba así diciendo porque yo tenía resentimiento contra mi padre,